Hey guys, so I thought this was pretty fun and I think I'm gonna make a video about it. So you do know the guys that basically invented, or not invented, but created Apple. It was, basically Steve Jobs that came up with the name Apple, but also his, friend and one of the genius behind the engineering behind the first Apple computers was this guy called Steve Wozniak, and it's kind of funny because Steve Wozniak, he was one of the like a genius behind the Apple II, behind the Thirst things, and Steve Jobs was the guy that was going home to Steve Wozniak's parents and crying to because Steve Wozniak wouldn't join Apple on full time. He had his he had it like a part-time job, and then he was working at this other job. I don't remember if it was Atari or something other, but Steve Jobs got him to work full-time at Apple, and it's kind of funny because now Steve Wozniak have picked up his Galaxy Nexus from Google, so he have obviously he have joined the dark side. If you would ask Steve Jobs right now, he would say that this is a guy that have joined the dark side. No, but Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs, they were working a lot, in the beginnings, of Apple. But then, when Steve Jobs, he was, the leader. He was basically putting himself on top, and Steve Wozniak was one of those engineering team or engineering guys when like in 1970s, late 1970s, and Steve Wozniak, he was they were getting more apart from each other. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Steve Wozniak was more of this, shy guy. He wanted to give out the first Apple computers or Apple computers for free, but obviously Steve Jobs would, he obviously want to make cash out of it so they can make more and earn cash so they can do it for a living. And now Steve Jobs have picked up his own Galaxy Nexus, the latest Android smartphone with Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich from the Google headquarters. You can see him here in the middle, and I think it's kind of hilarious because he if you want to do something, he's gonna do it. He made that with Apple as well when he saw that Steve Jobs didn't give out shares to some engineers, like engineers that made a lot of things for Apple. So basically Wozniak took some of his own shares in Apple and gave them out to other engineers, and that was kind of cool. So Steve Wozniak is kind of like a cool guy. I respect him fully, and he had picked up his own Galaxy Nexus. So one of the original Apple guys have joined the dark side, or I think it's been on the dark side for a long time, or he's always picking up the things he wants, and I think it's kind of cool, how you can change, and that you can actually like multiple things. You don't have to be so Steve Jobs. Steve Jobbish. Okay, I love Steve Jobs. I love Wozniak. I love most of these tech guys because they have made a lot. Without these guys, I probably wouldn't sit here in front of this computer right now and talk to you guys. So yeah, but Steve Wozniak owns his Galaxy Nexus. See.